Hello friends, welcome to Biology Booster Key to Wisdom, and today's topic is excretory system. I'm Dr. Khushboo with you to explain the topic. Now let's start with the excretory system here. First question is, why excretory system? Why we need to have this such kind of system? So we need to have excretory system because we have cells. So cells continuously they perform metabolic activities. Okay, so continuously it keeps on performing metabolic activities. I hope everybody understand what activities metabolic activities is. Okay, so metabolic activities is a normal functioning of the cell. Rather, we can say a normal biochemical activities. Normal biochemical activities occurring inside the body. Normal biochemical activities. So when the activities is being performed without any source or without any fuel, how can the activities will be performed? So when the cell requires cell is performing biochemical activities, isko zarurat padegi fuel ki, and that fuel is ATP. Okay, so how ATP is produced? ATP is produced by the breakdown of glucose. Okay, so when glucose break down to form ATP, adenosine triphosphate. This ATP is used as a fuel for the cell to perform metabolic activities. हमारे body में हर एक cell लगातार normal biochemical activities या normal functioning करता रहता है, and that functioning is called metabolic activities. These metabolic activities, which is being performed by the cell, they requires fuel, and the fuel is given by the breakdown of glucose. और glucose कहाँ से आया था याद होगा? From छोले भटूरे. Okay, from the food, whatever you eat. So glucose from the, of course, carbohydrate inside the food. So let's not talk about digestion, but food के breakdown से आपको glucose मिला, and by the breakdown of glucose, there's ATP, and that ATP as an energy currency, as a fuel, is taken by the cell for normal metabolic activities. So when there is a metabolic activity, there should be certain byproduct. Byproduct bhi zaruri hai. That byproduct is carbon dioxide. That byproduct is water. That byproduct is ammonia. Okay, so these byproducts are called metabolic waste. So these are not required in the body, so they should be discarded out. That metabolic waste, ये जो metabolic waste है, इसको कैसे हटाएं? तो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड के बारे में तो एवरीबॉडी नोज कि हाँ ये जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड है, ये कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को तो रेस्पिरेशन ठिकाने लगा देगा, राइट? Respiration will take care of this carbon dioxide, but bit of carbon dioxide along with the urea is also filtered out by the kidneys. Still, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, वाटर और अमोनिया जो मेटाबॉलिक वेस्ट है, इसको बॉडी के बाहर निकालना है, और इसीलिए हमारे पास ये सिस्टम है एक्सक्रीटरी सिस्टम. सो question is, why excretory system is there? Excretory system is there to remove out the metabolic waste of the body. Okay, in kidneys there is also osmoregulation thing, but we will discuss that later on when we will study about the kidneys. But here we are dealing with spatially with the excretory system. So excretory system there to remove out the metabolic waste, spatially ammonia, because this ammonia cannot be taken out by other systems, but by the excretory system where kidneys are involved. Okay, I hope everybody understood. So let's see the flow chart. So every body, there are several cells, and each and every cell, they are performing their normal functioning, which is called metabolic activities, metabolism. Okay, for metabolism, they require ATP. Okay, so there would be, when you will give something, you will take out something. So this taking out is metabolic waste. So these metabolic wastes are carbon dioxide, water, and ammonia. These things are given into the liver. Why it is given into the liver? Because this ammonia is very notorious. It is very toxic. तो आप क्या चाहते हैं? टॉक्सिक सब्सटेंस को सीधे ब्लड स्ट्रीम में डाल दिया जाए, डायरेक्टली इनटू ब्लड स्ट्रीम, ताकि जहां जहां ब्लड जाए टॉक्सिसिटी जाए. So do you want that? No, it should not given directly into the bloodstream. Rather, this toxic substance should be given to into the liver so that it becomes less toxic. What is less toxic substances? Urea. So basically, ammonia is very toxic. Okay, ammonia is very toxic, and as it is very toxic, it should be converted into less toxic substance, and that less toxic substance is urea. So ammonia is getting converted into urea inside liver, and the cycle is called ornithine cycle, or you can say urea cycle. Okay, I hope everybody understood. So the question was why there is the excretory system in the body. So excretory system in the body is filtrate system in the body is because we need to take out the metabolic waste, which is carbon dioxide, water, and ammonia. And ammonia, because it is very toxic, it should not directly given into the bloodstream. So it is given to the liver first, where it is getting converted into urea. The very toxic substance is getting converted into the less toxic one, and then it should be given into the bloodstream. Okay, so ornithine cycle, इसको हम urea cycle भी कहते हैं. It is getting performed inside the liver, mitochondria. So in mitochondria of the liver, this urea cycle is being performed. वहाँ पे citric acid cycle पढ़ा होगा. Everybody knows about the Krebs cycle occurring inside the mitochondria. There was citrulline, right? Citric acid cycle पढ़ा था. तो अमोनिया जो अपने मेटाबॉलिक वेस्ट ऑफ नाइट्रोजन से लेके आए हैं एंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड व्हिच वाज ऑफ कोर्स अ मेटाबॉलिक वेस्ट विद द हेल्प ऑफ कार्बोमिल फॉस्फेट सिंथेटेज. सो ACE word is here for enzyme. Whenever there is ACE, you understand कि वो enzyme की बात कर रहे हैं. So carbomoyl phosphate synthetase will form carbomoyl phosphate with the help of ammonia and carbon dioxide, and this carbomoyl phosphate is now getting converted into the citrulline. The citrulline with the help of aspartate, which is a second source of ammonia. Second source of ammonia. Okay. The first source of ammonia is what? This ammonia, NH4 plus. This ammonia is here, and another ammonia is given by aspartate. So second source of ammonia is given by aspartate, and with the help of citrulline and arginosuccinate synthetase enzyme, it is getting converted into arginosuccinate. Now arginosuccinate will release a fumarate and it will get converted into arginine. When it is getting converted into arginine and with the help of water, urea is being released, and this arginine, after releasing urea, it gets converted into ornithine. So ornithine का वापस recovery भी हो गया. So the cycle starts from ornithine and get ended to ornithine. So there is recovery of ornithine, like there's a recycling of ornithine throughout. So ornithine is already there, and with the help of carbomoyl phosphate, the cycle is rotated and urea is taken out into the bloodstream, and through bloodstream it is given to kidneys. Okay, now kidneys are going to filter the blood. Now kidneys are going to filter the blood, and by filtering, they will take urea out and pour into urine. Okay, and so by the process of micturition. So what is micturition? It is an act of taking out urea. Okay, it's act of taking out urea from blood into the urine and releasing. No, it's not the act of taking out urea. It's act of voiding your urinary bladder. Voiding urinary bladder. Okay, releasing of urine outside the body is micturition. Okay, so by micturition process, the urea is being released. We have excreted the waste product. Okay, I hope everybody understood this ornithine cycle. What we need to learn here is what is required. 2 molecules of ammonia. Okay, 2 molecules of ammonia is required, and 1 molecule of carbon dioxide is required, and then you are going to get urea. So यूरिया को कैसे बनाएंगे? यूरिया को 2 molecule of ammonia और 1 carbon dioxide मिलाकर यूरिया बनाते हैं, and this urea, by the process of maturation, it is excreted out of the body. Okay, the 2 ammonia और 1 carbon dioxide मिला के यूरिया, which is less toxic, or that is released out of the body. Okay, So this is how ornithine cycle is performed inside the liver mitochondria, and then by figuring out, by excreting out the urea, it is given to the bloodstream, and via blood they are given to kidneys. Kidneys are filtering the blood, taking the urea out, and via excretory process, which we will of course going to discuss in the kidney anatomy and physiology, we will understand how urea is taken out from the blood. Okay, and then how it is there in urine and how it is excreted out of the body. We will study this later on. And the another thing is hepatic portal system. So portal system, what is portal system? Hepatic, I think everybody knows hepatic is liver. Hepatic, hepatos words is for liver. So hepatic is for liver. Portal is the system when blood is not directly given into the, from particular organ, blood is not directly given into the systemic circulation. Rather, it is given to some other organ. Okay. So systemic circulation में ना दे करके किसी other organ में क्यों दे रहे हैं? There should be some problem. Okay. So this is what we are going to study in our next lecture, that is hepatic portal system. And before understanding this, we need to understand why it is given to liver instead of kidneys. So this is your thought process came like how and why the liver is taking the substances, the toxic substances, and then it is given to kidneys. So why it is given to liver instead of kidneys? This is the question. When you will understand the question, we will discuss. We can, of course, acknowledge about the hepatic portal system. So this we are going to discuss in the next lecture. And what you need to understand is why it is given to liver instead of kidneys. In next lecture, we are going to discuss the same thing so that you can understand the liver portal system, hepatic portal system, and then we can proceed to kidneys and the excretory system as well. I hope everybody enjoyed the lecture and understood it. So for more updates, please like, comment, and subscribe. And for any doubt or questions or any queries you are having, please mail me in doc.khushi.jaiswal@gmail.com. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it and meet for another lecture. Thanks.